This video is useful for the people who want to become a software engineer or software developer. Basically, maybe the college students or fresh graduates who are willing to come into software field or want to become software engineer or developer but don't know where to start. Maybe this video is helpful for giving you the basic insights or basic steps to how to follow to become a software engineer. So, if you want to become a software engineer, you need to write like the backend programming or front end programming. So, first of all, you need to understand the what are variables, operators, or control structures, or loops. So, to understand these basic things, right, you need to have a knowledge of C programming or PHP programming or whatever is preferable programming language. You select one programming language and you can Google or you can check on YouTube for those tutorials. So you get those basics right, then it will be a good first step towards the software engineering like course. And the second thing is you need to understand the database related parts also. So DBMS we have in BTech will be having DBMS, database management systems. As part of it we can learn about SQL, or later we have a MySQL or Oracle which are built on a SQL. So after we are good with some variables, operator, control structures and loops related programming related things. The second step will be the database. So we need to get familiar with the SQL or MySQL. And once these two steps are completed, and maybe for college student who got the introduction of web technologies, we have in web technologies we have a JavaScript, HTML, CSS and PHP. So if you are already aware of this one, you can brush up on these skills, because if you are good at JavaScript, maybe in future you can go for a front-end developer jobs like React.js developer or Angular.js developer, and there also the HTML, CSS will be useful. So these things are good to have, and not good to have. These are must to have actually for any front-end developer, and so you can go as a full stack developer which with PHP as a backend programming language. So PHP and HTML, CSS and some advanced plugins are there, frameworks are there like jQuery, Bootstrap. If you know these things, you can become a good full stack developer. So these web technologies and all very useful. You can get basics on these things. And the fourth one will be the software engineering or software development life cycle. We call it as SDLC. Under SDLC, what are the things will be there? So in order to build any particular software product, there will be some phases. Let me explain you on phases. So as part of SDLC, the requirement analysis will be there. So first of all, if anyone approach you for any software product, then you need to analyze the requirements properly, and you need to have a plan, like what are the programming languages you need to use and what are the database technologies you need to use. You need to plan on that one. Once the analysis part is completed and planning is completed, you need to design, like what are the basic things you need to have, like what are the basic components you need to have. You need to design those things, software design such as architectural design. You need to have a design. As per the design, you can go for the software development. You can select the programming languages, any backend programming languages and any database things like MySQL or Oracle. If you need, you need to based on these things you can develop the software. And once the software development is completed, later it will go for the testing, right? So whatever the product you implemented, it need to be tested because it may have issues, bugs. We call it as in real-time software development. So once your product is without any bugs and all, then you can deploy it and it will be accessible to everyone. So this whatever these steps I just explained, we'll call it as a SDLC, Software Development Life Cycle. So under software engineering, this SDLC is the basic thing, and we need to have understanding on these things. So in order to become software engineer or developer, these are the basic steps we need to follow. Let me explain you other things. So, if you are a college student or a fresh graduate, or maybe if you are a college student, you need to be ready for software job right from the first year. So the common mistake I am seeing in the college students is like they are delaying the learning new skills, new programming languages till the final year or the graduation completes, undergraduation completes. So once you are done with college, then if you start learning these courses, it may take some 1 year or 2 years to get these things like you to learn these things. It will be a waste of time, right? So during the college, you will be having a lot of time, so you can learn these things. So what are the things you need to do from the college first year? If you are already graduate student, maybe at least you need to start from now to follow these steps. Yeah. First thing is like try to be very strong in at least one programming language. So in the last slide I explained you, right, whether it may be a C or it may be a PHP. So in my case, I learned PHP first, and I'm very strong in that PHP programming language. So I know what are the operators there, what are the loops are there, what are the control structures, and what are variables. So pick up any one programming language, backend programming language, which you are already familiar, or you can start from PHP or C programming language, and you need to be very strong in that programming language. So if you are good at one programming language, later you can apply the same thing, same learnings to the another programming languages as well. So the first step is better, good to be in one programming language, and later you can explore. And the second point is like don't just study the code. Studying the code or programming is just used to be useful for passing the semester exams, but if you want to become a software developer, you need to practice it. You need to practice the code, then only you will be good at it. So don't just study the code, practice it. And the third point is like build network with the people in LinkedIn. So uh, like recent times we are seeing like so many fresh graduates or college students getting connected with LinkedIn people asking for referrals, and if you are good at programming languages and technical skills if you have, then people may refer. So build network with people in LinkedIn, that is the thing. And fourth one, don't just think BTech is all about semesters. So this is a mistake I made. uh, so BTech or BCA is not just about the semesters. You need to develop some new skills because we are in a fast phase. Our AI, even AI is also coming, and you need to be very fast in learning the things and all. So you can't delay the learning till the college completes. So in during the undergraduation only, you will be having lot of time, right? So during that time you need to learn the new skills, the programming languages, you need to build the network. So you have to come out of this mindset where like undergraduation is just about the passing the semesters. It is not the thing. So the fifth point is like utilize free time by learning new skills, whether maybe online or offline. So online in YouTube, we are finding very good courses. You can learn any programming language, whether it is a backend programming languages like PHP, C programming, Python, Go. You can all these programming language from YouTube. You can find documentations on Google. You can learn it very easily. And if you prefer offline learning, you can go to any institutes nearby you, and you can learn the skills. So in college, or immediately after college, if you start this learning new skills, right, programming skills, it will be very useful for the job search. And once we have these basics or fundamentals, right, we can we can easily learn us new skills, and we can land in a good job. So get these fundamentals right, and you will be ready for software developer job or engineering job. So this is all techies. Yeah, all the best, and comment if you want to, if you want me to cover any of the programming language, or if you have any queries, you can comment, and subscribe to my channel for the new learnings about software development or software engineering. Thanks.